So another good thing about being a small company is there is that opportunity for work-life balance. Not necessarily that we take it all the time, but we do have that opportunity to, say, hey, I'm taking Friday off. What do you think about that?
I think that's one of the pillars that we originally wanted to build the business on. It's always in the front of my mind anytime we're doing any assessment of our time, how one of the things you said when we started the business is you didn't want to have the same demands on your time that you did when we worked in a more corporate environment. And it's funny because I think you have just as many demands. You just have the illusion that you can say no, that you don't allow yourself to say no. Yeah. But you could.
I could.
You could. Yeah. But you're still just as busy.
Yes. I'm bad at saying no. But that's what 2025 is.
But there is truly a difference between I'm choosing not to say no and I have a manager who's refusing to say no for me, right? There's a little bit of it's a different feeling.
Yeah, it's a little more empowerment, right? Because you can be, and it is financially too. It's more, this money is going into my pocket if I don't say no. Mm-hmm. First, this money's going into a conglomerate's pocket if I don't say no, right?
Truth.
So, yeah.
Very true. I understand why large companies have to have really strict work hours sometimes, because how do you evaluate people? How do you, when you're managing that many people, how do you do that? But we don't have that, obviously, and I would die if I had to do that again. Mm-hmm. Today is a perfect example. Like, to get here for the shoot today, I was up at 6:00 and had a shower, got the kids out, get them ready for school, get them on the bus, go feed all the farm animals and do my chores, and then come back in the house and pick all the hay out of my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and out the door for an hour drive into Calgary. Right. Which is totally fine to do, half a dozen times a year. But if I had to do that every day, I couldn't live the life that I live without that flexibility, and which is something I'm grateful for. And I don't think I think large companies would struggle to offer that on a regular basis.
For sure.
I think it's really an advantage.
Yeah, I would agree for sure.
Yeah. And what about for you? Like, what kind of lifestyle stuff has that flexibility given you? Not that you,
not that I'm good at taking. Yeah. I would say, the ability to sort of pick and choose what we actually work on that's a big one for me, instead of just being handed, this is the show you're working on now, right? To be able to talk to the client and see what they actually want and provide them with, the product that collaboratively we've sort of come to an agreement on, what would work best for them. That's not something we ever did, ever, in a corporate structure. So and the ability that I'm learning, I can say no and, hand things off. And, I do I get to, go to my kids, basketball games and stuff. And that's really important to me. And I'm trying to spend, more family time and prioritize that over, spending 14 hours in an office every single day. So.
I think you do have to work harder to achieve the balance, because you have to be self-disciplined enough. Stop working now. Spend time with the family. Say no. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.